everybody's so pumped up for this trilogy fight. So different, obviously, than the first time, the last fight on Fight Island. What is the biggest difference for you this time around against Conor?
The biggest difference for me, it's I proved something to myself that I knew I could do. I went out there and beat him, and it's a different fight now. You know, every fight we fought 3 times now, or we will be after Saturday, and every fight was a different fight. So as long as I'm better than yesterday, you know, that's what I look at.
It was a spirited press conference yesterday. I was thoroughly entertained from both sides, especially you getting some verbal jabs in there. Are those some of the things that you were premeditated, or was that just off the cuff when you came?
That was off the cuff. I saw. I'm not sure what you're talking about, which comment you're talking about, but the.
Sleepy McGregor, I believe.
Oh, his team was sitting in front all wearing McGregor fast shirts, and I just thought about it when he was talking up there. I dropped the ball, though. It should have been McGregor fast asleep. That's what it should have been.
You always think about
it. You got it in here. You got it in here.
Dana took a knee right there.
That clipped Dana a little bit?
Yeah, that's what he told me after. He said I got a knee in the chest.
Oh, jeez.
Better him than me.
You know, going into this fight, the third fight, right? We always say there's no more surprises. You could see in the fight where you started to get your rhythm a little bit. When you took the left hand, you said it buzzed you. When you realized, hey, I'm still here, how much confidence did it give you to kind of go at him in the way that you did?
I knew I was going to press forward and try to hurt him with shots, but as fighters, you know, when you get hit with the shot, it's just what we do. You push forward. I wasn't really surprised.
You know, you told me before we left on Sunday, you go, yeah, I'll mix in some of my wrestling. But it wasn't like you were so like, I'm definitely wrestling. But you went in there, you took him down with a different type of attack, and I feel, and do you feel, like that changed the way that he could approach the fight because he knew that you had the ability to take him down?
He probably thought I was going to try to bang it out and be emotional with him, but I'm past that, man. I'm trying to move on strategy, not emotion, and that's the plan here tomorrow night, is go out there and whatever's open, I'll take it. You know, just be a mixed martial artist.
You know, you said something, and we watched a clip on my new show on ESPN, DC and RC. Cheap plug.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. I'm sorry, Dustin. But we watched a clip of you saying, I'd rather it just be me and you, right? We don't need the fans. A lot of people will say, I don't like the mindset, right? Especially from the outside. Why? Why don't you like the fans when in so many instances, those fans have uplifted you to some of your greatest performances?
Well, DC, if the fans aren't in the stands, they're buying a pay-per-view, and I'm trying to get them pay-per-view numbers, son.
Now I understand. Now I understand.
That's 20,000 buys in that stadium tomorrow night.
Okay.
No. Because I like it to be more intimate, like when we fought the Apex. It's just, fighting is chaotic. So when you have the element of people spilling beer and yelling crazy things at you while you're walking out, it's just, for me, it's smoother sailing without that.
Remember growing up, you know, I'll put this thing on your shoulder. That if you knock it off, you're talking about my mama.
Chip.
And then you put your shoulder next to each other. You walk in a circle for 20 minutes. You want that. You want you versus him mano a mano.
Yeah, I like that because I know that's what I do better than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you sort of have like this love-hate relationship with him. I mean, the first it was hate, and then, you know, the next fight he's holding on to your you know, he's
not with him with fighting. You know, it's not even him. He's an opponent with the style, but I don't even care who's in front of me, their name. It's not even him, you know. I respect the guy. I don't hate anybody. I like the guy. He's amazing. He's done some amazing things. It's just he's an opponent in the body in front of me.
Yesterday, you guys looked pretty tense. Looked like you, when he went to grab the hot sauce, you looked like you wanted to charge him. Dana had to grab you. I mean, it almost like you were aware that antics were coming. So you.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be crazy. Yeah.
Why does he think that you're a hillbilly? I keep telling everybody, Dustin Poirier is not a hillbilly. Why does he call it?
There's no hills in Lafayette. It's called the Flat.
Why is he calling you a
I'm trying to tell you, when we were at that press conference together, he made fun of both of us. We were sitting right next to each other. He's like, they're both from small town. You know, it's like, it's not a hillbilly town.
Nah, there's no hillbillies out there.
Dustin, you talked this week with Megan about, you know, your motivation, and you said you would literally light yourself on fire to keep your family warm. It was just an amazing phrase. And when you think about this fight and you think about what it would mean to your family, what kind of motivation does that give you?
It gives me a lot of motivation. I know that another win over him, I know what it does to my career. You know, my trajectory just keeps going up. More opportunities come with that. Obviously a title fight. But I'm a prize fighter, but first and foremost, I'm a provider. And that's why I went this route and doubling down on myself and fighting this guy again to get to that world title. I haven't had an easy road. And if I'm truly the best in the world, then tomorrow night I'm going to win again, and I'll fight for the belt, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't get here by accident. So, you know, that's just my journey and my route and my story.
It's amazing how much family can actually motivate you as a father and a mother. And I love seeing the posts of the kids on, you know, Instagram and the embedded when you're talking to them on FaceTime and everything. I also loved a piece called The Man in the Arena that you helped us voice. We're going to show this right now. It's the famous Teddy Roosevelt quote.
I have it hanging in my gym on the wall in Louisiana.
I know it really means something to you. Let's take a look.
The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better.
The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena.
Conor McGregor!
Whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood.
What a war, what an amazing fight.
Who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming.
We win some, we lose some. I will never shy away from a challenge. I will never shy away from defeat. I'll come back.
But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions.
Could he finish him here? It's all over! Conor McGregor! Baby, we did it! Yeah!
Who spends himself in a worthy cause.
I've overcome adversity so many times. Everybody out there, there's people telling you can't do it, or you're the underdog, or telling you told you're not good enough. I've been told that my whole life, and I'm the world champ.
Who at best knows in the end of the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly.
So that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
What goes through your mind when you watch that?
It's, you know, I know both very well, and I'm acquainted with both, and, you know, that hits my heart, you know. It's deep to me.
That's why it's on the wall in your gym.
Yeah.
It's real, right? There are a lot of people that can judge, but not many people can do what you do because you're out there to be judged by millions. And it's whether you win or you lose, somebody has something to say. And we hear it all, right? You hear it all.
Yeah. But through the ups, the downs, the victories, defeat, it's made me who I am, and I've learned the lessons along the way, and I'm thankful for both, you know.
You know, you've actually been like made in this octagon, like forged in this octagon, in front of all these people. So when you sit in there and you walk into that arena tomorrow night, and you walk into that octagon, and you see that familiar face, right? We've all done it, right? I fought 7 times with 3 people. So I understand being in front of a familiar face. When you look at McGregor tomorrow night, for the last time, because this will be the last time, how happy are you going to be to end this chapter and move forward onto something different?
I'll be happy, man. I want to seal the deal. And like I've been saying this whole lead up, we owe it to each other. You know, we're 1-1. We owe it to each other to go out there at both of our best and find out who's better. You know, and I think it's an interesting matchup. One mistake, you know, is the end of this fight.
For as long as Conor lately, it takes time between fights. Do you think ego is why he's back so soon? I really wanted to ask you that. Like, with the limited amount of time to go and correct some of the issues he had against you, 6 months, he's back to fighting you. Him and Diaz haven't even finished a trilogy. It's been years. But he wants to fight you right away. Is it his ego making him go back so quickly?
What else could it be? I mean, the guy has all the money he can spend. He has 2 belts, 2 different weight classes at home. He's a UFC Hall of Famer. Gonna be, you know, he's done it all. Why is he still fighting? Because he wants to prove that he's the best. You know, that's ego, that he wants to solidify his greatness, you know, even further. So that's a dangerous man.
But it's you he wants to fight, right? And it's because you got him back.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this tomorrow night? Because this will be the biggest fight of your life. all that you've done, this is the biggest fight of your life. How ready is Dustin Poirier?
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready right now.
Don't beat up D.
Yeah,
I'm about to beat up D. I'm about to guillotine D.
Hey, Dustin, we really appreciate the time, man.